All right, wrapping up Unit 7, reflecting on your learning. You're answering the same question you answered at the beginning of the unit. How does conflict shape a society? So you learned a lot of things about a very particular conflict, the American Revolution. So think, how did that shape what is now the United States? Make sure to include at least one example from a text that we read. Also think about how it affected different groups of people: women, Native Americans, slaves, people loyal to Britain, the Patriots, etc. For example, some slaves were able to gain their freedom. Native Americans lost a lot of their land because Britain lost. There's just two very quick examples of how the war affected those two groups. Women were able to take a larger role, at least some women. So try and go beyond just what you said at the beginning, like a lot of people die, a lot of people lose their homes. Like, yes, those are true things, but we read a lot about how people wanted something different, so they protested and they asked for a change, and then they were willing to fight a war to get a change that they wanted, to get the freedom that they didn't feel like they had before. Okay, and then they created this whole new country based on this idea of being free. Now, at the beginning, it didn't mean freedom for everybody, and it still doesn't, but that's what it was founded on. So think about how them protesting and fighting affected society. Okay, I know that was a lot of words, but I'm just trying to get you thinking as you're trying to come up with your answer. Really thinking about, how does society, how does a community, town, state, city, country look different because people protest, because they are willing to fight for what they believe in? How does that affect us all? Okay, again, make sure you include an example from a text. And you don't have to talk about how it affected different groups of people, but it's certainly something to consider while you write. Good luck.